It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hi you guys, I am going to take you on my K-pop journey with me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take you on my K-pop journey with me. I thought it would be fun to do this video as you going through, not the emotions, but going through, I don't want to say the steps, the little sequences. I cannot find any vocabulary when I'm on camera. It's just the weirdest thing. Anyway, I will get better. But I am going to take you on my K-pop journey with me, okay? And it is going to lead to my beloved BTS, okay? To the living legends BTS. It's going to lead to them. So, me, I want to say 2012, 2013 me, okay? I believe I was in the 6th grade. The reason I remember it so clearly is because my brother, he was graduating then, and I remember the where we were living at the time and all of that. So that's why it's so stuck in my memory. And I remember the computer I was on and everything. So anyway, so he, my whole family, they knew how much I love music. They know how much I love performance, dance, all of it. So any type of music or anything like that, I think it was just natural for them to share it with me. But my brother, he literally, not literally, he, what is the word? Legitly, is that the word? He liked this song, this video. I'm not sure how he came across it. I never really asked him, but he liked this and he showed it to me. And it was Boa Eat You Up. So that was my very first introduction to K-pop. Okay, so I thought it'd be cool for you guys to kind of watch it with me. And yeah, we're just gonna vibe to it and watch it, and then we're just gonna go from there. And I'm gonna tell you how I felt at the moment, in these moments, and why I don't know, why I just kept watching it and why it was added to, not added, but you know what I mean, why I love K-pop and any other genres. Okay, all right, let's do this. Add and add and add, add and add and add and add. I don't know how I got that like that. I never seen this ad before. Maybe the beat was predictable, I don't know. You guys ready? Why am I being weird? I don't know. Okay. All right. I don't think you guys are ready for Boa Eat You Up. Okay, so right now, in this very moment, I was sold. No, I'm just kidding. I don't remember. But I just remember being like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And one thing too, kind of, is that my older brother, he's really into anime and stuff. And I really wasn't at the time. I really wasn't. So when he came to me with something that he liked and that I can like too, I was just like, brother, look at this. I was just like, yeah, this is so dope. So maybe that added to the hype, but no. I won't say that because Boa, she's Boa, okay? It was all her. But anyway, on a serious note, I thought it was really cool to see someone, I remember feeling this way, and I feel this way now, to see a woman on her own solo, you know, and doing, at the time I didn't know that she was a Korean artist. I thought she was just, because she's speaking English, I didn't know that she was in the K-pop genre or anything like that. But just to see her, someone that wasn't on my radar at all, to be dancing, like she's breaking it down, she's kai, okay, she, technicalities and all that, so I really loved that, and she was singing, and performing. And one thing, when I was younger, one thing that I used to do often is imagine myself just embarrassing. Imagine myself dancing and singing to the entirety of a song, like to the whole song, right? But I never really saw that done. I've always saw like the performance would always be like, okay, we're gonna dance here, we're gonna dance this part, we're gonna break down on this part or whatever, and then we're gonna sing. And but I feel like I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've always loved to see a performance to the whole song. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say, but I enjoy seeing a performance, a dance number, or anything. Like, I'd like to see the whole package, and that's what she had. She had the whole package, and yeah, that's what I love. So let's continue, so you can see more of her whole package. It's Stephanie. I wanted this video to be a lot longer than what it's going to be, but unfortunately my camera kept shutting off. I'm trying to delete some things, and yeah, but it keeps shutting off. So to avoid it shutting off again, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. But yeah, initially I wanted to take you guys on the journey with me from what I remembered. Like going in order the videos of how I kind of remember. So maybe I'll insert some of the clips of the ones I've already did, but the ones I didn't, I'll just talk about. But yeah, so I was introduced to K-pop through Boa. I saw her video Eat You Up. Then once you like an artist, you usually go down the rabbit hole of the rest of their music. So I also went into Energetic, and I Did It for Love, and I used to listen to those on repeat and for long periods of time. And eventually I saw EXO on the site. I didn't even know that Boa was a Korean artist. I didn't like she was a part of K-pop, because if you don't know, you don't have to, just because you're Korean doesn't mean that you're Korean pop. So but yeah, so I didn't know that she was in the genre of Korean pop. And so EXO popped up, and I started watching their video, which was Wolf. I love that video at the time. I thought it was so cool. The choreography, it was different from what I was seeing, obviously. I don't think I listened to any, started listening to any type of like foreign music until probably after that. Like, I guess other than Spanish music, because now I listen to French music, Indian music, obviously Spanish music, Korean music, Dutch. I listen to all types of music, all types of genres. I just love music. So now, like, when people ask me like, what's your favorite genre, sometimes I'll say like R&B, because that's kind of like, and gospel is kind of like what's like rooted into me. But I really, I like, if I like a song, I like the song. It doesn't really matter what genre it is. So I tend to try not to look at the genre so much, or focus on genre, and just focus on the artistry and the artists and their music, and how it's put together and how I vibe to it. So yeah, but yeah, so after EXO, I'm not sure if this was after or before, but I know for sure that Boa was the first Korean artist I was introduced to by my brother. He's not really into K-pop and stuff like that, but he came across Boa, and he showed me her, knowing that I love performance and all of that. So he showed her to me, and yeah, after that I kind of went down the rabbit hole, and yeah. But anyway, so after EXO, or in the midst of all that, I was introduced to the Girls' Generation. And I'm not sure if I Got a Boy was the first song that I ever listened to from Girls' Generation, but I know that that was a song that I listened to all the time, to the point where I honestly don't probably know any of their other songs. But yeah, that's a song that that's always etched into my brain, that I used to listen to all the time when I was younger. I was obsessed with it. I adored them. I adored the switch up. It was just so different. Yeah, it was just so different. I don't know why I keep saying y'all forgive me. But yeah, so after Girls' Generation came BTS. I'm not sure the order, to be exact. But just spit, y'all. Anyway, but came BTS. So 2013, the year that they debuted, I actually came across them. And I mentioned in my other clip, in the videos that I tried to do before, that I remember this so vividly because my brother was graduating. I think he graduated in 2012. So like 2012, 2013, I kind of remember, I remember the laptop, the desktop that I would always watch these videos in. I remember where we used to live. So that was just like, those 2 years were like really memorable for me. But anyway, so yeah, if you hear noise, it's my bunny. She's playing with her. She's chewing on her toy. Anyway. Anyway, can I get through this video, y'all, before my camera shuts off again? Anyway, so I came across BTS, so I came across No More Dreams. So, as a little black girl seeing the gold chains and the pimp cane, I didn't like it initially, because to me it seemed like they weren't being true to themselves, that it wasn't genuine. That was my thought at 12 years old. Like, I knew that, like, I remember thinking that, because, and the reason I remember thinking that is because I didn't I really didn't follow them much after that. It was kind of cringy to me at the time, because now, like, when I see it, I'm like, oh my god, especially now knowing the lyrics. Like, then Make Sure Your Caption Song wasn't a thing to me. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. So yeah, so I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics, so I didn't know how meaningful it was and how the song had meaning. But yeah, it was kind of cringy to me. And then after that, I do remember watching Bulletproof Part 2, and I did think the ending was really cool. And I watched all of that. But after that, I wouldn't say that I became ARMY in 2013. I wouldn't say that I was ARMY in 2013. I wouldn't say that I fell in love with BTS in 2013. Yeah, so I don't think I really seen much of them after that. I wasn't into all the groups and stuff just yet. I loved and I appreciated the art of it, but I wasn't that into it yet. The only one that I listened to constantly was probably BoA. I listened to Girls' Generation every now and then, but I jammed that song. I really liked it, but BoA was probably the only one that I listened to consistently throughout the years. So fast forward to 2015, I was actually watching a K-drama. I don't know which K-drama it was, but I can say that K-pop introduced me to K-drama, and that's what I was really obsessed with for a long time. So I know that I was watching, my very, very first K-drama was To the Beautiful You, with how can I forget that man's name? From SHINee. Oh my gosh. How? Guys, do not come for me. I can't believe I have a brain fart right now. It's the camera. I'm telling you, it's the camera. Oh wow, I was so obsessed, and that's because I didn't even know he was in that he was in a K-pop group. I didn't even know he was a part of SHINee. Members. Minho. How the heck did I forget that Min? That's freaking crazy. Please, please do. You know what? Actually, yeah. Be like, how did you? Anyway. So, I watched The Beautiful You with Minho, and when I discovered SHINee, which was way later than when I discovered what I said in the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, he's in a K-pop, he's in a group, cool, because I just thought he was so handsome from that drama. Anyway, and I really liked that drama. So I was watching To the Beautiful You, I watched Playful Kiss, and of course, Boys Over Flowers. I don't know which K-drama I was watching when I came across this. This is the reason why I brought all this up. I don't know which K-drama I was watching, but I was on Viki.com, and when I was going to watch, at the time I always watched it on we had a family computer, a family Mac in the living room, and I always watched it there. And so I would always watch it on the desktop. Was it even available like app-wise or anything like that? I have no idea, but I would watch it on my desktop. So I was going to watch whatever show I was going to watch. And before, you know, like on the homepage, there's all these ads and these news, there's these news articles and stuff like that. And there's an article about BTS, Save Me. I don't know why. I did not recognize them. I didn't know who this group was at the time. I don't know what drew me to click on the article or the video, whatever it was. It was because there was a video attached to it. I don't know what drew me to click on it, but I did. So I clicked on it, and it was talking about how BTS, like they just dropped their new video, Save Me, and that they were saying how it was in one take and stuff like that, and how the weather conditions were, and then it provided the behind the scenes, the video behind the scenes. And I was like, wow, this looks good. Like, and I can't believe they did this in one take in these weather conditions or whatever. And I liked the song, so that led me to go and look at the song. And I did, and I think that I like listened to that song for a while. But again, I wouldn't say that I became ARMY in 2015, unfortunately. So let's fast forward to when I did become ARMY. 2017, I saw them on Ellen. Didn't know these were the same guys again. So I saw them on Ellen, saw ARM talking, and I was like, so, and then there, I think I was like, so, because I went to go see it, and I saw mic drop. It was done. It was over with. I was like, this is it. This is it. And when I found out, like when I came to the realization that these are the same guys that I saw in 2013, these are the same guys that I saw in 2015, I was just so in awe of how much they've grown as artists. And like going now this time, like I said, I went down the rabbit hole of music with Boa. I really went down the rabbit hole of music with BTS. I started looking at all of their stuff, all of their music, all of their, like, just all of their projects, not even just music projects, just really seemingly getting to know these boys as artists, what they've been through, their hardships and all of that, their message, their love yourself message, that knowing that all their videos connect or leave there's a message. There's always a message, right? Going back to 2013 when I didn't look at the lyrics at the time. And another thing I want to point out, 12-year-old me being cringed out at that time, not knowing that that they would go on to work with artists like Warren G and Coolio and really learn the essence of hip hop, and it wasn't a costume at the time. I don't think they met them when they first debuted that, right? Because they already had their song out. But it wasn't. I just love that their company and then they made sure that it wasn't a costume. Their artistry, that with hip hop and stuff like that and rap, that they started to understand it. They actually, that, like, especially with Hustle Life, that show, I watched it, knowing that they went through what they went through. They're having a concert for free. BTS having a concert for free, inviting people to have a concert, to their concert for free. Like, just stuff like that, and really learning who they are. I'm really watching my camera, make sure it's not shutting off, so I'm sorry that this is rushed. But yeah, so that's basically how I fell in love with BTS. Just really learning them as it's not just how they present themselves on stage, but learning their backstory, knowing that, like, I've learned that, not just me, like, I've learned that, like, this is recent, but as a new army at the time, I had all this information, learning that they were such a small company. They were the only group in that company. They built Big Kid. I just want to let you know in case you didn't know. But anyway, so they're the only groups in that company, and they're like one of the largest amount of income coming into Korea. Okay, so these boys have built themselves from the grounds up, literally. So that is one of the biggest reasons why I fell in love with K-pop and BTS. Yeah. So I'm sorry that this is rushed, because unfortunately my camera and stuff kept shutting off. If you guys want more, like, if you have questions from this video that I didn't answer, like, specific, like, if this video grew questions for you, I just feel like I can't speak, you guys. I'm so sorry. If this video caused you to have more questions, please ask me, and maybe I could do a Q&A, or I can do, like, go more in depth into it, or maybe have a video dedicated to just BTS. But yeah, so that's a little insight on how my love for K-pop came about. It was just my love for music, and it just so happened that yeah, Korean pop too. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little chaotic, and yeah, but I want you guys to come back. I have a Patreon now, so if you want to see me if you want to see me react to live stages or K-dramas and stuff like that, go over there, and if you can support me that way. Also, if you don't know, I have a creative writing channel as well that I've posted on once, but that I will start posting on, and yeah, so you can go follow that if you like creative writing as well. Everything's in the link below, and yeah, so come back, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, like, share with your friends, and yeah, okay. Bye.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.